Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Laker basketball. Want to give my thoughts on last night's game. Lakers beat the Brooklyn Nets and D'Angelo Russell to go 4-5 on the season. Excited about that. Kuzma played well. Brook Lopez had a big game, I think 34 and 10. Lonzo Ball still struggling. I'm not so happy about that and the funk that he seems to be in regards to the media, coaching, and just everybody on Lonzo the last couple games, and he is struggling on the offensive end. Let's talk about that. I want to get my thoughts on that and explain why he's struggling. So, by the way, D'Angelo Russell played last night. D'Angelo Russell, in my opinion, he still looks the same. All right, so D'Angelo Russell fans, have fun with D'Lo. He still looks the same. He puts up a lot of shots. He can shoot at a decent clip. But outside of that, I'm good. Lonzo Ball still struggling last night, and it seems to be that everybody had an effect on Lonzo. I could see that he was messed up in yesterday's game. By the way, Kuzma continues the ball out. When guys actually play well, like right now, I'm not really tripping on Brandon Ingram. He's playing well. Kuzma's playing well. Brook Lopez, I was on him earlier in the season. I was like, he looks like Mozgov. Now, the last couple games, he looks like, you know, the vet that he was last year, putting up 20 points a game or averaging 20 and hitting from the outside. So Brook Lopez is big for us this year. But majority of these guys, you know, I'm not tripping. Like Kuzma is like a solid. We don't have to worry about him. We put him here. He is, and he's starting. He started yesterday over Larry Nance Jr., who is hurt, which depleted our bench a little bit. So Kuzma's there. Brandon's fine. I'm not worried about everybody else. If you think about it, on the Lakers squad, Lonzo, Kuzma, and Brandon Ingram are the only ones that's going to be remaining with the Lakers long term over the next 2 to 4 years. Everybody else is either a one-year rental or expendable via trade. Or that means Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, Brook Lopez, 1-year contract, which we're not probably picking up, KCP, etc. Okay, Josh Hart, keep Josh Hart. He's on a rookie contract, so you keep him. Corey Brewer's gone after this season. Everybody is pretty much gone after this season. We're going to be picking up new free agents and whatnot come this year. So that's why I'm more concerned with our long-term plan, and that is Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball, our number 2 pick, is struggling right now, and everybody's getting on him. And so here's my take on the Portland game. Lonzo Ball, in my opinion, did not struggle that game. He was not aggressive, but it made it out to be like Lonzo Ball is struggling. Why are these bugs on me? Anyway, so the fact that he took 2 shots, he wasn't struggling in my opinion. He didn't assert himself but the team was playing well. So I thought it was a success in terms of overall team-wise. Lonzo Ball, like when you saw that he played last night, right off the bat, he started driving to the rim and he forced everything, went 3 for 15. Now that is struggling. And Lonzo Ball is basically struggling this year shooting the ball, okay? But let's talk about, I'll talk about that in a second. But let's talk about Lonzo Ball's character, okay? His character is a pass-first point guard at Chino Hills, at UCLA, in Summer League, in the NBA. And then what he does, he asserts himself, or he takes when things are available. When slots are available, he takes them. Sometimes what's right, I do agree with. In big games, he had some slots, he had some lanes that he didn't take, and I think that's what everybody's talking about. But Lonzo Ball, for the most part, it's not uncharacteristic of him to go 0 for 3 in the first half, right? But the whole team is getting off. And then he kind of picks up a little bit later and he finds his spots and he ends up shooting, you know, 10 to 12 shots, right? He'll drive to the lane, he gets some buckets here and there. So it's not uncharacteristic for Lonzo Ball not to shoot the ball. Okay, but right now, over the last few games, everybody seems to be turning it up a notch and saying, Lonzo, you need to shoot, which is, as you can see, it's affecting him. Yesterday, uncharacteristic of Lonzo Ball was driving to the lane in traffic and trying to create something that wasn't there. Okay, that's bad basketball, okay? And that's solely based on the media, coaching staff saying, hey, everyone's buying into it. You went 0 for 2. That's unheard of, really, in the NBA. From a guy that you count on to play big, you know. And so everyone's like, you got to do something. So instead of letting the game come to him, but still taking those shots, he asserted himself right off the bat and forced everything, which was bad. Now, he went 3 for 15, something like that. But here's the thing about Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has a quirky, unorthodox flow about his shot, release, layups, what have you, okay? I think it's genetic. You look at his brother has a quirky, Melo has a quirky jump shot. I don't think, so it's going to be hard for him to break these habits that he's been doing since he was a kid. He has a quirky release. When he shoots the ball, it's quirky, right? It's a broken jump shot that comes here, and he has to set up. He can't get it off in a decent amount of time. So now when he drives to the hole, he has the same thing. He has, I guess, 80% of the time, it seems like he wants to cross over or cross the ball to his left hand and lay it up with his left hand. When he goes up and he just has a basic layup, he still seems to double pump it or do something unorthodox, which is a part of his DNA, something that he's done all his career, and I think it's a part of his just his genetic makeup. He can't just, it seems like he just can't lay the ball in, right? Or maybe he can, but he needs to practice it, because what he's doing now, every single layup is either a double pump, this and that. He's doing more at the rim in the air than he needs to, okay? Which causes him to, in essence, if he jumps in traffic, he can't bang up in the air and put it up with a soft touch, you know, and make it go off the backboard and hit the rim and all that stuff. So right now, if we tell Lonzo to attack, he doesn't know what to do at the rim. He does not know, unless it's a clear lane that he can cross over with his left and get to his left hand and lay it up on the left side like he does. He uses the rim to, you know, as a blocking mechanism to lay the ball up. That's not his game. If we force Lonzo to get to the hole and try to make something happen, he's going to miss 90% of those shots. Guaranteed. Unless it's going to be like him learning on the fly, because this is something new for him. All right. What's not new for him is letting the game come to him, getting everybody else involved, and taking his step back three-pointer here and there, hitting an open jump shot, you know, from three-point line. He needs to shoot more of those. He'll get fluid. But driving to the hole, he doesn't have the rainbow, like, you know, the just a nice soft touch, you know, floaters. He doesn't have floaters. He does, you know, so all this is new to him. So if we want Lonzo to attack, it's going to be a poor shooting percentage for Lonzo. So you want him to attack and dish, which he does, but saying, Lonzo, you need to score more, you need to shoot the ball more, it's pushing Lonzo into this uncharacteristic zone, which is what we see with Lonzo. So the thing is this: when you observe Lonzo, okay, so now you got the media, you got everybody talking about Lonzo, you need to be more aggressive. And what I don't like is it seems to be affecting the team chemistry. Yesterday was a really poor game. I mean, we talent-wise, we beat the Brooklyn Nets, but overall, it seems to be like Lonzo is becoming less and less like leading the team. And it starts from Luke Walton, didn't play him a lot of minutes, maybe not trusting in him, and then you can see the teammates, a lot of guys looking him off, you know, especially from the three-point line. He, you know, and I think that's because they don't trust his jump shot, or they don't, I don't know what it is. So they're looking him off when he's wide open. Like I seen KCP, I seen Brandon Ingram look him off sometime. I think I seen Kuz look him off sometimes. What have you. Even Brook Lopez doesn't kick it out enough to Lonzo. And I get it. He's not a good three-point, but we need to continue to do that. But also, I see a lot of guys looking him off on the rebound. Okay? A lot of like KCP will get the ball and push the ball up. You know, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, whatnot. It was done more so yesterday's game than what you've seen before. Okay? What I want to keep in mind as a coach, Lonzo was the point guard. Okay, he is something. Lonzo at his core. Let's just take his shooting to the side. We'll talk about that in a second. Everything else Lonzo does is top notch for a rookie. High basketball IQ, gets the ball in his hand, and he, like we've never seen before, is the only player I think in this league that can push the ball up the floor from one player to another in transition and find guys in the right spots. So we still need on rebounds. They need to get the ball to Lonzo. Okay, stop all this trying to bring the ball up. Get the ball to Lonzo. Okay, that's what we got him for. And 3, they need to start finding Lonzo, kicking the ball out to Lonzo, letting him take that 3 so he can get comfy with that, you know. And so I think a lot of the media and everything, just all the buy-in is just, I think, affected our chemistry. You know, I don't know if it was Larry Nance Jr. Or whatnot, but I just think we need to get that chemistry back. We need Lonzo running the ball, running the point, and I don't mind him playing off ball in half-court sets if that's the case. Also, I think Lonzo needs to cut more, or the coaching staff needs to, he does cut, but they don't find him. Like that, I counted 8 to 10 lobs, potential lobs this year that no one gave that to Lonzo. So Lonzo needs to cut more, they need to practice that more, and they need to find him cutting to the lane once he gives the ball up. Either a backdoor lob for him because he has that athleticism. But, you know, I think we need to do more of that too. So if he plays off the ball, I don't mind that, but he needs to be more active in slashing, cutting, you know, doing backdoors and whatnot. But outside of that, I want Lonzo to rebound. I want his rebounds up around 7 or 8. I want his assists up around 7 or 8. And his points, you know, that's going to come. And I think with coaching, working on his mechanics, which I think are broken right now, I think that will come, you know. But we can't tell Lonzo, hey dog, I need you to score, I need you to be this scoring point guard first. No, let Lonzo be Lonzo. Okay, if the team is being affected by him not scoring, then that becomes a problem. But when he's gelling, he's getting people, he's getting Kuzma his shots, he's getting KCP, he's getting Brandon Ingram the ball in the right spots, he's finding you know, Brook Lopez on the pick and pop, you know, and things like that. That's what we need Lonzo for. Okay, we don't need him to go to the hole and be Derrick Rose. All right, a rookie Derrick Rose. No, let Lonzo grow into being Lonzo, and then as he fixes his mechanics, his shooting mechanics, the shot will come, or it will come more at a decent clip. Okay, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be like a knockdown shooter or whatnot, but we just need to get Lonzo at a decent clip. He's struggling right now. He's struggling that, but we gotta support Lonzo through this, and we gotta support and build our team around Lonzo, because that's what Lonzo is there for. He's our future in terms of leading our team. He's Jason Kidd. He is basically Jason Kidd. Okay, so he is the future. We can't be limiting and trying to turn Lonzo into something that he's not. That's my thoughts. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. We got Memphis tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. A tough team. Doesn't get easy from here. We got Memphis, then we go on the road, play Boston, Washington, and Milwaukee. So hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. We'll talk soon, guys. Peace.